Hey, what's going on everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're about to start playing some Motorsport Manager. Now, quick disclaimer, I'm not a massive fan of Motorsport as a whole, but this game is made by the same people who make Football Manager, so I thought I'd give it a go. I've heard some good things, and it's made by the same studio, different team, but I thought, you know what, we'll give it a try. We'll see if we can figure it out. So I'm going to apologise in advance for all of the cock-ups I make, all of the terminology that I get wrong and everything else. But we're going to give this a try, and if you guys can help me out in the comments, that would be fantastic. We get to choose an existing team or create a new one, and I think we're going to create a new one. It says for experienced players. I've played at least 3 races, so I'm classing myself in the experience category. So we're going to make our own team. I think we're going to call it ScottDog Racing, obviously. We're going to be from the UK. We need to choose a design. Well, blue, please. Thank you. And I get to choose a logo. What strikes our fancy here? You know what? That one looks like the most tied into my graphics. Okay, we're going to have blue, thank you. And then we get to choose a car design. So there's also some here that came in a 3 DLC. So maybe, oh, I like that one. Let's have this one. So let's have this as white, maybe. And what about these as the blue? How does that sound? Spin round. I quite like that. That looks all right. Okay, we're good. Let's continue. Have you finished editing? We have. Now we get to choose a investment opportunity. Route gives us 3-star chassis in the first season and small starting financial package, 40% marketability, but higher pressure. Let's go with the low pressure one first of all. You know, we might make so many mistakes that this only lasts 2 episodes, so let's give it a go. So yeah, if you guys can give me any kind of tips as we go along, that would be fantastic, and we'll see how that plays out. But I'd quite like this to turn into a longer series if we do any good, because we've got the possibility of moving up divisions, etc. So sounds quite good. We've got a couple of drivers. We've got Anthony and Gomez. I think they look okay. 2 stars, 2.5 stars. Doesn't sound too bad. Chairman is okay with us. Now, these little arrows here, I believe, are are where we rank in the. Are the average for the league, I think. Yeah, so the average on the grid, and this is where we are. So we've got the worst cars on the grid. We've got the 7th rated drivers. We've got the 8th rated headquarters, we've got the worst staff, and we've got no sponsors. So lots to improve. As you can see, we've got a balance of 5 million. Let's have a little look at what we've got. We've got some mail. So this is the start of something great. You didn't think I'd just hand you the reins. They've asked to keep an eye on us. Well, that's fine. Let's get started. Be around for your team. Okay, fine. Targets for the first season. First bit of where do we think we're going to finish? Well, let's go for last, and then we can only do better, and we're going to get 14 million big ones for that. So that seems fine. Like to head to the scouting department. Okay, so we could scout drivers, but you know what? I think I might just hold off on doing any of that stuff for the time being. You know, I think yes, we've got some crap drivers. We've also got some crap mechanics. But let's work our way through these options at the bottom, and we'll try and get a grip of what's going on. So obviously the homepage just gives you some stats. We've got details about me here, as you can see. There's some jobs available, or almost available. We won't apply for any of those. Okay, so what have we got here? There's our mail, and now we're on to the car. So we can design a new part, fit a new part, improve parts, or change the look of the car. Now, as you can see, this is where our car is worst on the grid, and every single item that we've got is terrible. Let's have a little look here. So we can have a look. No, let's just go to design new parts, because this will show us a little bit better. Okay, so if we go into one of these, this is our Actually, let me come out of here. I think it's under fix parts or improve parts. That must be where it is. That's better. This is what I was looking for. So this number in brackets is the potential ability of our component. So the brakes could get to 14. Currently, the performance is 0. These ones are 2 and could get to 17. But as you can see, these are the stock parts, right? So we can't make any changes to the front wing and the rear wing. They have to be the same for every car. And they're currently at 150 potential, and nobody has an issue with them. So that's where we want to be. That's where we want to be heading. We want to be trying to get up to about 150. Now, the problem we've got is that we need to make those parts and design those parts. The bigger problem we've got is that if we go to team and have a look at our lead designer, she's terrible. Absolutely terrible. If we have a look at the rest of our staff, our mechanics are terrible. Just woeful. So we need to, I think, improve the areas here as well. But first things first, let's have a think about what we want to do. This is our HQ. We can't really do anything here. We can improve things, but it will cost us a huge amount to do so. So we can build some new buildings if we really wanted to, like a staff centre or a scouting facility or a forecasting centre. Help with the weather. We can improve our current buildings, which are particularly expensive, and I don't think are for us just now. But we would like to get something underway. We know our drivers are kind of okay. They're not great, but they'll do the job. Here we can scout some new people. So what we're going to look for is people who don't have a job. So there's a group of people down here who don't have jobs. So let's have a little look at what we've got. Is there a way of filtering this? I don't think there is. It's at least 3 stars. Let's have a look at these guys. I get the feeling these are going to be particularly expensive. Let's go for is at least 2 stars without a job. Oh, that's not going to help me either. I want that to... Anyway, never mind. So what have we got? We've got Sophia down here. Bit better. These guys are clearly great, but I don't think I'm going to be able to afford them. My guess would be they would be particularly expensive, and we can't afford that right now. So let's have a little look at you. Compare to our current designer. Yeah, considerably better, I think, as we can see. Let's approach you. They're interested, so we need to do some negotiations. Now, I have no idea how much this should cost us. Let's get you in contract for 21 months, and let's give you a signing on fee of 50k. Oh, bloody hell. 100k. And if we finish 8th or above, you can have a 60k bonus. So there we go. We've sent our first offer out. Let's just leave that for now. Our finances, we're going to lose lots of money per race. We need to get some money in. And our sponsors, we don't have any offers just yet. But hopefully they'll come in fairly soon. So let's hit continue. Some news about people retiring. There's some information coming up about our offer. So we've got opportunity of an interview. So let's do that. Well, you certainly picked a tough task for your first job. We're going to surprise a few people. I'm quietly confident we'll manage a decent finish, but I'm making no promises. Our drivers are quite pleased about that. Gomez is seen by our top driver. I'm lucky enough to inherited drivers. Yeah, we'll keep them both on track for now. Expected to finish 12th. We'll keep it fairly easy. We'll remember fan favourite a few races back. I know the ins and outs. Okay, that's interview done. Good. We didn't do anything that killed everybody. Interesting. Let's go back to the negotiation table. She's insulted by the salary and insulted by the signing on fee. So what if we said 50k and 187,000? There you go. And Faith Anthony is a gambling. So our driver has lost 2 focus and 20 morale because she's got a problem with gambling. Well, great. Just great. Okay. we should be working. So one of the things we need to do actually, and I didn't do this, is improve parts. We should be working on getting some of these improved. Now I don't think it's going to make much difference, if I'm honest, because they're all a bit crap, but we may as well do it while we're here. So let's get one person working on that, and one person working on that, I guess. Just means that these guys will go and try and improve these parts towards this higher level. It's not great, but it just means that at least something's happening, and we get a benefit from doing that. So let's just stick those in there for now. Okay, and I think that's it. Do we get any offers of sponsors? No. And they're going to be the things that bring us some money. So let's keep going. Now we could go away and build a part, but I get the feeling we'd be better waiting until we get a new, potentially get a new person in. Oh, there's no way I'm signing a deal like that. Oh God. We need to get more stuff. We get that. Huge anticipation. 3 days until the opener. Staff. She rejected the offer. It's not ideal, that, is it? You know what? Let's just go with what we've got. Let's not worry about it just yet. We've got some sponsors coming in. So they want us to finish 9th or above, and they'll give us 750k up front and 450k if we do it. We're never going to finish 9th or above. Let's have a look at these two offers. These are just going to give us 500k up front. These are going to give us 150k over 6 races. That one lasts 8, so it feels like it's better to take this one. And what have you got? £1 million up front or 9 races at 350k? 6 races. Let's take that. We'll keep the money coming in, I think. Okay, so we're going to head to the Black Sea without doing anything to our car. We're kind of just saving some money right now, which is probably a stupid thing to do, but let's just see how we go. We've got another offer of a sponsorship. Is that the same one? Finish 2nd and above and we'll get 700k. That doesn't feel great to me. How's our improved parts going? So we're getting them there. Look, they've got slightly better, but we're still going to have by far the worst car at the race, as you can see. Okay. So we get to fit parts to cars. I think we're just going to go with what we've got. They're not neither are happy about our car. Okay. So let's just go to the race. So this is the first race in the European Racing Series. What we have to do is we have to do a practice, and then we get on with the race. It's 3D. You get to see sort of what's going on. It's quite good fun, actually, and you're kind of doing I guess a mini game of managing the strategy and managing the tyres, the heat of the tyres, the wear of the tyres, the fuel consumption, when to pit, etc., etc., and the strategy about how hard you go at the race. So this is really just about us learning, I think, now. So we're going to choose our two. You know what? I might choose him. He's worse than her, though, even though she's got problems. So we can work out our car setup. So we go to this. Now, what this screen tells us is that this is what our mechanic recommends. You know, somewhere in this green bar is going to be the sweet spot. I'm going to bring down some downforce. I'm going to bring up the suspension and then just bring up the top speed slightly, just based on the fact there's a lot of straights. I don't know whether that's right or not, but there's some let's keep it in the middle somewhere. Okay, so we're going to go with this. They'll go out on the track, they'll tell us a bit about the car as they go, and then they'll give us some feedback. The weather forecast is that it's going to start raining in 2 laps, so let's get them out on some softs straight away. Let's change your setup a little bit as well. Let's get you up here somewhere. Something like that, maybe. Handling wise, let's get you up here, and I'm going to put that up there as well. So we'll just see how the feedback goes with this. Okay, so we want to go to practice. We'll take the practice and we'll get them. 3 laps is good. We're happy with the tyre choice. Off you go, and we'll send you out as well. Just go, will ya? God damn it. Okay. So they're both out on the track. We get to see them for the first time. Here they are, look. Can't zoom in any higher than this, but we can rotate round and have a little look at how the cars are going. We'll speed this up. They're out on the track. I just wanted to get them out, sort of get some laps in whilst the track is okay. Okay. I don't know how I see what the weather's going to do tomorrow for our actual race. But hopefully we can get a lap or two in whilst the track is average. Not too wet just yet, although it's increasing massively. Too aggressive with the wing angles, okay. And we're going to have to get them in and bring them back out on maybe wets, I'm guessing. Based on how much water is going to be on the track. It's almost at the wet level. Sun's coming back out in a bit though. Handling feels awesome. Okay. You guys may as well come in because I don't think we're going to benefit from leaving you out any longer. Although we are heading towards... Can I cancel these? Let's keep them out there just for now. Okay, so we've got some feedback. Good, excellent speed balance, good handling, poor downforce. That's not bad. Okay, so we can have a look at you and maybe send you out again. There's lots of water on the track, but the sun's about to come out and the water's about to drop down. So we've got some idea that we can improve some of these things. So let's bring the downforce down. Let's bring this down to short gear ratio. Try and keep these two things at the same level, but bring this up. Hopefully will help. I'm sending you back out on crap tyres for this weather, but I think it will help. And let's bring you in after this lap. So what we're doing is we're just trying to figure out exactly what kind of setup they're going to want. Now that might change when the weather changes, when temperature changes, all the rest of those things, with tyre changes. And we're taking a bit of a gamble that it's going to be sunny tomorrow. Because they should have looked at the weather and didn't. But let's get working on here. So we're going to see what knowledge we've got. So she's not very happy with the downforce. She's not very happy with the handling. She's not very happy with anything, really. So let's... I mean, this could go either way. I don't know. Let's get it down here. I mean, you can mess with the camber and stuff. And the tyre pressure. Let's go with this. Just get her back out. Hopefully get a couple of laps in and we can see if any of this helps in any way. What we're also doing up here is we're getting high knowledge on our tyres and a race trim, and as we do that we get perks at the end of each or before each race that we can apply. I'll show you those in a second. The aero setup is way better. He likes it. That's good news. So I think his car is pretty good. I don't think we need to do anything with his car. It's just Anthony that we need to figure out. As you can see, we've unlocked the knowledge, the race trim knowledge. We're going to work on that some more. Don't think we're going to have enough time out on the track to get it up, but he's liking the handling. What about you, Anthony? What have you got for us? Any feedback at all? Got a couple of personal bests in the first two sectors. That's what these little green bars mean. So she did a faster lap. I mean, our faster lap is considerably worse than everybody else's lap, but okay, practice is ending. She's coming in. Don't think that's going to mean anything to us. We're just going to have to see what the feedback is like to understand exactly what's happening. He's coming in now. Finished in 17th place. So even with his car being perfectly set up for him, we still finished terribly. Okay, which is to be expected. We got by far the worst car. Okay, so let's move on. We won't read all the stuff on Twitter because it'll make us cry. So here we can apply some of these things. So soft tyres, we get a 10% performance bonus, and we get a 10% performance bonus to race trim. Now, I'm not entirely sure what race trim is, but either way, let's apply these bonuses. There we go. Okay, so car setup. Let's have a little look at you. Weather forecast is for it to be particularly sunny. Let's just have a look at where we were with this one. So we didn't really change the handling any. It was good before, and it's still good. So let's not change that. That was excellent. It's still excellent. Okay, and we're good up here. So I'm going to leave that where it is, I think. We're not going to make any changes to him. Now, I think we're going to go out on softs. We've got 30 laps. These could maybe do us 30 laps. 15 laps, sorry. But we can't do 15 laps worth of fuel. Okay. So what if we came down to 10 and use super softs for the beginning? Maybe? Gonna have to do free stops. We could do a short first stint, a medium middle stint, and then a short last stint. That sounds okay. 10 laps of fuel. You're good? What about you? We're just okay with this stuff. I can't really change anything, to be honest with you. She's happy with the speed. Where was the downforce before? Let's go this way a little bit. Just see if that makes any odds. We need to just tweak these. Where was this before? There, and now there, and it's still poor. I mean, it could have been the other way, though. That's the problem. Okay. And then we'll bring the speed up slightly. Okay, we're good there, I think. And I'm going to keep you on these tyres, keep you at full fuel. And off we go. So we're good to go. Driver strategy, they're both going to go as neutral to begin with. Just run-of-the-mill driving. And off we go. So I don't know where we'll be on the grid. 17th and 19th. I don't think... Oh, no, that's not right. We're 11th and 19th. I don't think the practicing counts as qualifying. I think you start kind of where you are in the driver championship. So let's switch to Anthony. She's going for it. I'm going to boost you up a little bit to push your tyres and to push your... and to push your fuel, because, as I said, it's a short stint for him. Anthony seems like she's changing position a lot. It's very tight early on. Generally, these will spread out a little bit, but as you can see, it's quite tight at the moment. And we expect to be down here somewhere. Gomez has squeezed up the inside there. And we kind of expect everybody to be quicker than us in terms of cars, because we just don't have the the technology to be able to do anything. Look, every car is going to go past us. But now we've made the decision to stick with our current engineers. We'll start working on some parts, and hopefully that will see an improvement. Now, the way you work on parts is quite interesting. We'll have a look at that next episode, but it's quite interesting in terms of how it actually works and what it actually means. There we go, we dropped down another place. So we're 15th and 19th. It's not good, and we're still bunched up quite a lot. You know, you can see lots of cars are spreading out, but for us, we're quite tight down the back here. Faith is dropping down even further. Gonna let him past. He's the one in the quicker car at the moment with the higher fuel usage and tyres, so makes sense for him to be the one pushing. And he's quite close to that other car. Now we can speed this up, so let's do that. We're on lap 3. And as you can see, now the cars are beginning to space out just slightly. I mean, the good news is everybody in this level of racing makes mistakes. Some of the cars are almost as crap as ours. I mean, not as crap, because ours are the lowest of the low. We might as well go out there in a Ford Fiesta. But, you know, we've got room to improve. We've got a lot of cash to invest, 18 million. It's not tons of money, but it's a lot for a beginning team to be able to invest in getting their car up to speed. Problem is, we can't really afford to pay the big bucks for the engineers to develop the best parts. Simple as that. So but early on, maybe we can just focus on improving it with the current cap that we've got, and focus on keeping money coming in rather than spending it all with the poor developers and stuff that we've got. Okay, we're on lap 6. Tyre degradation is really bad. I mean, we are using tyres pretty harshly. Let's slow it down a little bit. But we're going to bring you in any second now, to be honest, buddy. In fact, he's just gone past the pit. Let's bring him in now. We're going to get him onto these tyres. We're going to fill him full of fuel. Our parts, so you can do repairs on parts, but they all look okay right now. And we're going to go for it. And you can change how harshly you try and get the pit stop done. We don't need to worry about it. We're just going to get in the pits. And over here, as you can see, she's not doing too bad. She's got quite cold tyres. I didn't check the weather. Looks like it's still going to be sunny. She's got quite cold tyres. She's still got 5 laps of fuel to go. So we'll just keep her going. Here's the pit stop. So this is going to show us how long it takes. Also, it will show us if there's any problems changing the tyres. They all went well. We did okay. And we're back out in last place. Have I had him on it low engine mode all along? I don't know if I have. Okay. So how's she doing? She's got... her tyres are decreasing slowly. It'd be good to get her up in and around sort of the 12th lap, I think. I'd be quite happy with that. She's up into 11th place, but her tyres are worse than most people out there. Don't know if her tyres are going to last till 11th place. Or into the 11th lap. Possibly need to think about bringing her in for new tyres. Let's let her do one more, sod it. Where is she? She's up here in 8th place. Holding up most of these people. Do you think we can squeeze one more lap out of her? I think we can. Let's do it. We should pit soon. We should pit right about now. Let's go with these. Fuel option. We're going to do like... 8 laps, pretty much. These all look... I mean, they're getting a little low, but, you know... Let's do it. Okay. So these tyres are coming down slowly. He's got 8 laps of fuel. He's doing okay. She's dropping down because her tyres are so poor. But also because the other cars are so much quicker than her. I mean, she's coming out in 19th or 20th place, pretty much. Possibly left that a little too late. But we're going to go all out. Go, go, go. Okay. I'm just going to push it real hard for... I think the weather's getting hotter though. It's 20 degrees. It's not too bad. It is quite warm. So you can see the tyre pressure is going to get so high so quickly. Let's bring it down a little bit. But hopefully as their tyres get worse and she's pushing, she can make up some spaces here. And it's interesting because it's going to be the other way round. She's going to have to let him through. Not him as well, you idiot. Okay, he's considerably quicker than us. I will say that. Okay, I think we're doing okay. Well, okay for being 16th and 18th, you know. Yeah, okay, we'll bring your tyres down a little bit. But the point was is that you're out there to push it for a few laps, really. But ideally we would like you to get another 2 in. Or at least 1 in after this one. Okay, we're up into 15th place. Who would have thought? And you are going to pit after this one. There we go. So we can now focus on your pit stop. We'll give you soft tyres. It's going to be close. We'll give you soft tyres. We'll fill you up with fuel. And we'll go with that. So we just need to make sure we bring her down off the high fuel burn, just to make sure she's got enough fuel to get round this lap. Well, she should have loads. We should be fine. Let's leave her on pushing it. And what about you? Your tyres are getting low. Very low. Let's get you coming in right now. I didn't check any of the condition of any of her stuff, actually. We probably should have done. Let's fill you up with fuel as well. Hopefully we should be able to get in there. This looks a little low. We're going to fix it. It's going to take us 30 seconds. But I'd rather we finished the race than didn't. Jesus. Okay, and she's right. He's close to Anthony as well. So we're pitting at the same time, which is never good. And we messed up as well. Messed up our pit stop. Not good news. Okay, so let's go into medium for both of these. And we'll just see how we do. Alright, I hear you, buddy. I apologise. They're upset that we pitted at the same time, but we probably should have managed that slightly better. Okay. Someone in the pit we're going to overtake. Nice. They're right up our backside. Okay. I'll be amazed if we finish the race, to be honest with you. How's her condition of her car? Oh, not good. The engine is not good, and we've got another 20 laps. I don't know if that engine's going to make it. Don't know if that engine is going to make it, you know. Probably should have checked that in the last pit stop, but then would have added another 30 seconds. We can't repair 2 engines in the same race, surely. That would have been stupid. Okay. We should have enough fuel. Both have got supposedly excess fuel, but I'm going to hold off burning it too much. Tyres look like they hopefully will be okay. Bear in mind where it says lap 23, we're on lap 22 because we haven't finished the lap. We're about to be lapped as well. Blue flags will be out for that fella to go past us. There they go. And round the inside. Glad we didn't do anything stupid. Okay. Lap 24 of 30. Now they're all coming round to pit us. Looks like number 2 has got some engine problems, possibly. Or was he pitting? No, look. Look at this. What does this mean? I mean, we've got those down here, actually, but 30%. Let's just see if we can see it through. Let's just see if we can see it through. Okay. Lots of tyres, lots of fuel to get us around. Yeah, I hear ya. Need that engine to hold out for another 4 laps. It's going to be close. Because we're now in the red. I think that's when things get really bad. Probably should have pitted. God damn it. Did we just go for it? I don't know. I don't know if we can risk it. 3 laps is quite a long time. Let's get you on these. Fuel options, we don't need to do anything. Let's just fix that. Jesus. 19 seconds. That's insane. Okay. Well, either way. 20th is behind us. I don't know if that means we've lapped him. Okay, she's in the pit. We're about to be overtaken and lose all of our places. This is going to cost us 30 seconds, so it's more like a minute in the pits. 45 seconds, 48, 50 seconds that took us, and we come out in 17th. Just in front of Gomez. So we've had to replace 2 engines, or repair 2 engines whilst we're in. I guess you can pretty much push everything now, to be fair. Doesn't really matter, we're never going to catch up. Going to ignore the rear wing damage on the last lap. We've lost another place. So we're still on lap 28. Well done, Anthony. Good work. Okay. Okay, no one's particularly impressed with that. Jar won. We had rear wing problems. We had engine problems. We had terrible pit stop strategy by me. Everything was a bit shit. There's lots of stats that you can look at. I'm not going to worry about them too much. We don't need to see the. We don't need to see the carnage that happened there. We didn't break any rules, so we're okay. I'll show you what that means next episode. But as you can see, we got 6 points from our 2 drivers. Not great. That puts us bottom of the league, and we kind of knew that was going to be the case. But we hope to get better. We hope to get better. Let's just let this load, see if there's any news. I'm intrigued to see if we make any money out of it, because that would be good. At least if we're getting some money and we can kind of see what we need to do from a staff point of view. We didn't improve any. Mechanic relationships have gone up slightly. And we lost 772k. Which is not good, but hopefully some really weird people want to come and sponsor us. Next up, we've got another race coming. As you can see, we're down here, but we're going to call it the end of the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. See you again soon. Thank you.